Yo, what up guys? I cleared wave 50 on the boss rush. It's actually not that hard, and you can pretty much auto most of it. But let me show how it's done. It's not a team that I came up with, but a guildie of mine showed it, and then I just abused that as well. So the team is very cheese. It's a Veromos full tank. I use a lot of those team up kind of things with like enhance, accuracy, and blah blah blah. You don't need all of that. Just get more stats, because in the end, the stats, you can pause the video at any given time. The stats on those things are not that great. You just want to, I would recommend to aim for at least like 225 speed on all of the units, and then just go from there and just make them full tank, have enough accuracy. And the team I would say that is best is the team that you see over here. If you do not have a Armana, you could go for a Jolton, but you have to be a little bit more careful that you maybe have to manual a little bit more. In my case, I could auto a lot of this stuff because Armana just makes things a little bit safer. But you need something with a heal block. So as long as you have something with a heal block, you could even use a Colleen. It has heal block, it has the attack break, which is definitely helpful, and then it also has the heal itself. But you need a heal block for one of the stages at some point. Alaya is insanely good for this. You could replace the Alaya by just doing some other kind of healer. I would recommend defense buff, but then also heal plus defense buff. And then the two units at the bottom are just very good for killing all of those bosses. Pretty slow and Veromos, well, free-to-play unit. This thing was HOH. This thing is easy to get. So I guess you can definitely make this a free-to-play team. I would say Armana is best in slot for this position, but it is not a must. You just need a heal blocker that can also provide some healing. There's a whole bunch of options for that. And then you just cheese this boss to death. So I'm going to be speeding it up a little bit. All of the stages where the boss doesn't get any form of immunity, you can also see, wait, you can't really see. Let me put myself to the other side. To the other side. You can see that I'm just playing this on auto, and it's just fairly easy. Yeah, now you can see the, where's it? Orion! But yeah, this one is a little bit harder, this boss. It can fail from time to time because, well, if you just get an armor break at the wrong moment, or he gets attacked buff armor break, he starts doing skills. You do have the Armana multi-hitting and things. It is a little bit worse, it definitely is, but as you can see, it's just still autoing. It's just, I just let it auto a few times until it went right. That's just the main thing I did with this boss. And he just kills himself through like the two units on the right. Let's just speed it up a little bit more. Because yes, is this going to take fucking forever? Yes, it does. It does take fucking forever. But for that reason, you just auto it. It's as simple as that. You just auto it. Like I autoed this whole way through. I didn't even play once. Then this thing, it's the same thing. You just auto it. It doesn't get, or it does get immunity. So it is a little bit more tricky for the damage. And because you don't get the attack breaks, you don't get the glancing on this thing. But still, you just auto it. It's so freaking stupid and easy, man. You could manual it and make things a little bit more, like, just get a Wusa in and some skills back to the Wusa to get, like, immunity back up all the time. Something like that could definitely help. I would recommend, by the way, do not put anything on Vio. The moment that you put things on Vio, you might actually die on a later stage against the Leos, because the Leos might be pretty difficult. This one is also a little bit more dangerous. I do think I manualed it at some point at this stage, because the moment you do get a lot of dots, the boss starts hitting pretty hard if he's like under 30% or under 40% HP. So yeah, I manued here for a little bit. You can see it on the play button over there. But it's just to make sure. So this one as well, it went a little bit tricky on the first few hits, but the moment you get the attack break in, it's definitely easy. Yeah, that's just pretty much it. I will show all of the buffs that I used all the way at the end, though. I forgot to do that. No, wait, I just added that and put that at the front, so you've already seen this. This stage I also did manual because I thought that this stage was pretty dangerous and did do a lot of damage. Well, the main thing for the first wave of this boss, that's why you need the heal block, because it actually heals an insane amount. So I had to make sure that I was heal blocking on that one, and that's the only one you need heal block for. So I did mention at the start you need that heal block. It's just for that first wave on the 46, or the first boss part on the 46, whatever you want to call it. Afterwards, it's pretty freaking easy. I would recommend to manual this because they do have some heals as well on the Kumar and on the Panda. And if you start hitting the Panda when your armor broken and get an armor break by the Panda and then hit by the boss, your unit might die. Then this stage, once again, is very easy. I was checking, like, does he actually do any extra damage the moment that there's dots or debuffs on you? No, there's not. So it's just very easy that way. This one also, same thing, super easy. Nothing bad going on this stage whatsoever. Probably one of the easier waves. But then we get into, the, I would say, the hardest wave, which is the Leos. The Leos is pretty nasty because it can go for the insta-kill if it does have the Rage 1 on it. Immunity doesn't fully work because focus goes through the immunity. Therefore, you also need the buff where you cleanse off the debuffs the moment you get a turn. So that one is definitely a must on the boss over here. In this case, I was manualing it around this time because the moment you kill the boss and he has the rage 1, then he instantly takes a turn right after that. So every time that I cleared that, I went for an auto again. But every time he went close to like his thresholds of the 75, the 50, and the 25, I just manualed it for a little bit to manipulate it that I didn't get hit by the rage when anything was freeze. Because that's the main thing. If anything is frozen, he goes on rage and then he hits you, it's an insta-kill. So you just don't want that. So every time around this time, I was manualing for a little bit, and then I was autoing a little bit more, because that's just how it went. And then we go 16 times speed. So much speed. So yeah, it just takes a while. Like, if you want to do this for the rewards, there's not too much rewards to it, to be honest. Why are you doing this in the first place? I don't even freaking know, man. It just takes a little bit of a while, but I just wanted to clear it. Maybe I'm not going to clear it every week. I don't know. This one was actually surprisingly pretty interesting, as long as you just cleanse all the time, and just the Varamos at like 225 speed was already enough. With the buffs that you also remove what's it called? Remove the debuffs at the start of a fight, and then easy clear on the 50. That's all there is to it. So these were the buffs that I did use. It's decreased the cooltime, so that does help a little bit if, like, for Varamos to start with a good skill or something like that. In the end, I went for everything at the bottom, and the main reason is that everything at the top is something that just starts for the first 3 turns. And I would say decreased cooltime or harmful effect or like immunity, those are like kind of what you prefer, but I would really recommend the enhanced types, the continuous recovery, and remove harmful effects. These 2 are absolutely a must. I would say that this one is pretty good for just adding extra base stats as well. And then either this or this is kind of the choice what you would like more yourself. It's kind of even, I would say. So yeah, this boss rush we're gonna get every week. You only have to do until wave 10 to actually get the first rewards, but you do get a bunch of extra mystical scrolls to clear it every week. Is this team going to be counting for every week? I don't think so, but I'll probably be trying to clear it every week until 50, because why not? But in most cases, a Cheese team like this will probably get you pretty far. If there's any other teams that you recommend for using this, just let me know in the comments. But in the end, yeah, it's just one of those TOA hell kind of cheese teams that made it all the way through, and you can auto the most part of it, so it's just like an auto battle. So in the end, that is it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching for this one, and see you in the next one. Me autoing all of those stages, feeling like good thing we can at least auto it, otherwise would have never done this. Took way too long. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab, which has the dungeon guide archive and the video guide archive, which contains all of the guides that you need. Hope to see you there.